Good morning, friends and family. Rise and shine. Welcome to Tuesday morning. So, I hope that you are feeling great this morning. I want to pick up today where I left off yesterday in regards to faith. The Bible says that you cannot please God without faith. And that's a big challenge. That's saying that minus faith in God, minus trusting God, minus believing that Jesus walked out of that grave, it's impossible to please Him. And the toughest time to have faith is in the middle of a trial or tribulation. But the Bible says that in all trials and tribulations, don't worry about it because Jesus has been through it. He's paid the price for you. There's nothing that can overcome you, nothing that can snatch you away from his hand, and that your future has been guaranteed. Essentially, it says that in the Bible. And so I want to encourage you this morning that, sometimes that your faith can be tested. And look, we're not going to pass every test, okay? But we can have faith that stands up. We can have a faith that stands up to the test of the trials and tribulations of life. Listen, a lot of times when we're in the middle of something that's bad, we don't even recognize that it's something good. We think we're in the middle of a valley. And then in hindsight, we turn around and we look back and we go, wow, I'm really glad that that happened. I wouldn't change it if I could. I'll say that right now about being shot. I would not go back and change it if I could. And that was one miserable time to go through in my life. I will say that I did have faith. Even as I lie in the hospital, I was forgiving those boys that shot me. And my family didn't want to do that so much. But look, hindsight's always 2020. And most of the time after we're through the hard part of something, we recognize the benefit that we got from it. We understand and we can recognize that it was not wasted. My time wasn't wasted laying in that hospital bed. I learned a lot about humility during those days whenever I was laying there and couldn't move from the waist down. I learned a lot about humility. I learned a lot about how grateful it is just to be able to go to the bathroom. Just to be able to go to the bathroom. Couldn't go to the bathroom on my own for over a year. I mean, there are so many things that we take for granted, and we look back on certain things that happen and we're like, man, without that thing, I wouldn't be who it is that I am. And so, a lot of times we can't see the forest for the trees, right? We're standing right in front of something and it looks daunting and it looks miserable and it looks rough and it looks like the end's never in sight. But the reality is that this time too shall pass, regardless of whether it's good or it's bad, right? We don't ever stay in the same season, ever. You haven't been in a good season your whole life, and you haven't been in a bad season your whole life. And so I just want to encourage you that the hard stuff is what has made you as resilient as you are. And the faith that you have has been strengthened by making it through those things. And I want you to remember that as you go through your days, as you recognize the trials and tribulations that are on the horizon. And I want you to be able to face them with faith, right? I mean, that's the point. We've got to have faith in all circumstances. So I hope that this encourages you. I hope that your faith is strong. I hope that you are focusing on that which is pure and lovely. I hope that you're focusing on the positive. I hope that you are blessed beyond measure. You guys have a fantastic day. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.